the school that I built in Haiti, I quickly learned that I was just dumping money into it. And pouring money into a problem never solves the problem. Then Hearts United with Haiti got involved. And you taught me a crucial lesson. And that's what we've been talking about, to empower the Haitian people. I think a lot of good-intentioned people go down there with suitcases full of T-shirts or shoes or socks and give them away. But then you're hurting the local retailers.
Right.
You're taking away the business of the local Haitians. And what you taught me was find those community leaders, empower them, let them determine the fate of their school. They are given a budget that you create with them, to help them create, but you empower them to run the school. And the success of that school in Léogâne, I credit you for that, because we have the school, it's expanded its number of students, we have solar, we have fresh water, we have a chicken program, there is a community garden. And the goal of making it sustainable and independent is in the near future. And that's all because of you.
Yeah, well, it's because of them.
Okay.
They're the ones doing the work.
Yeah.
I can lead a horse, so to speak, and, they may choose not to accept that. And that community has, I've told you this in the past, but that community has sustained me a couple times as I've gone through this journey, because not everyone is as responsive, especially when you get closer to the capital city, to Port-au-Prince, where there has been a lot of influence and people who come in and want to just do the handout thing.
Right.
And just give. And so people want to take. And that's not creating any kind of independence. And so in this community, because it is so remote, I think they didn't have that. And so when we came in and started working with them, they were eager to succeed. I credit you with that, because you made that very clear, that they needed to be successful, that this is not something I'm going to bankroll forever. You need to work towards sustainability.
Right.
And we were blessed to be able to be the ones to come in and work with them and watch them. And those guys have seriously encouraged me so much. There were at least 2 times when I thought of just giving up. I'm like, it's just too difficult. You're fighting against a system that is just so broken and so difficult. And so many people are feeding that beast, so to speak, of of dependence. And so I came in, and those guys out in Baz-Citronnier in the school just were so eager to learn and to grow and to be proud of that school. And now they are very well known in the community. People come to them. They have a pavilion they built. They use the pavilion for community events. They are, the school is like the happening place right there that was built. So
you keep saying that word community, and that's the operative word, isn't it? It's communal. It's building the community so that we know we're connected. We are working together as a community.
Right.
And that is something you've nurtured, something they've nurtured. And I must give these 3 men down there at that school all the credit, because they have stepped up in a remarkable way.
They have. And they have grown in the process as well. I mean, some of the things that they have learned, they are now implementing in their personal lives, and they're coming back and reporting that. When we had the earthquake in 2021,
right,
we ended up using one of the guys that started the school and helped building the school, because we used all local labor. We ended up using him to build houses down in the south, which was a good 2.5-hour drive away, but we brought him down because we knew that not only was he someone who was responsible and had proven that he could manage a budget, that he could keep good financial records and give us accountability, but he also really was willing to. And then he worked with that community and taught a bunch of people. And now that lingers and remains, and he doesn't need to go back if there's ever something, because they now.
I think that's wonderful,
beautiful.
Because I always say when you help an individual or community, it's like dropping a pebble in a lake. There's that first little ripple, and then it ripples out. And that's a perfect example of kindness, goodness, rippling out beyond the community, around the country.
Right.
That's great.
Right. And it's neat to see 13 years into this, some of the
13 years.
13 years.
That's how long you've been doing this.